How do I fix my freelance rate? Is there a guide I can look up to decide how much to charge? And how can we make agencies more accountable for processing the payment of invoices in a timely manner? Chasing payment for invoices can be exhausting, and too much badgering for payment puts us at risk of re-employment.
You could, to find out what sort of freelance rate you should be on, there are people you can ask. So recruiters are really good at knowing sort of what rate you should be asking, and then they know obviously what other people are asking for as well, so they can sort of slot you in. People like Esther Clarahan, she's really good. She has a really good guide on freelance rates. And then you could also ask other people who either work with you, who are freelancers that are brought in, what they earn, or friends of yours who might, you know, someone who knows someone. Just trying to get a, it's hard because people don't like talking about money, but I think freelancers are more likely to tell you than people who are employed by companies how much they're on. So it's probably easier to find out a freelance rate than it is to find out a salary of a full-time employee. And then some freelancers also, I've got know a few who charge hourly, um, or a day rate, so you can be flexible for different clients. So if it's just a small company that needs 4 hours of copywriting or something, then you can just do an hourly rate instead of the full day, or just, I guess, being upfront with your cost, and then um, and not trying not to work more hours than what you get paid for in that scenario is always good. Invoice chasing is hard. Um, I hate chasing people for money. I know most people do hate chasing people for money. So ideally, you find the agencies that are good at paying and stick with them. And then the ones who you know aren't, maybe if you've had a bad experience, don't go back repeatedly, or make it very clear your payment terms when they hire you, and then know the correct person to chase after that if they're not paying you. So don't go straight to the creative director, might not be the one to chase. Maybe you need to go to the payment person or the talent person who brought you in, or just being strategic as to who you then chase for money is probably a good idea.
Excellent advice. Aileen, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, just maybe just following up on what the market rate is and what to charge, and there's obviously like things that you can look up in terms of what everyone else is charging. But from a psychological perspective, I guess it's checking whether where your level of confidence is as well, because I know that a lot of people often would undercharge because they feel, like that they're asking for too much, or that it means something else. And so, just really being a little bit more self-aware about what beliefs you're carrying, or in terms of your self-worth, self-esteem, that starts to become connected with pricing, business, and money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, there's also, sorry, go on, Regina.
I was going to say, if you're trying to get your freelance rate right, try and practice it so that when someone asks you, you don't say, oh, it's 300. You want to be like 300. You want to be like direct, not that you're questioning your own ability. So practice saying it without, the little question mark on the end, and then it always helps.
Yeah, definitely be assertive. I mean, it's a very hard one because often you want to price so that you get the job, and so as a result, we constantly underquote, for everything. But agencies do it as well. But yeah, having a bit of confidence in the price is a really good point. I've just added a couple of videos for kind of freelance. So Chris Doe is pretty good on this topic, and also the original best video on kind of how to get paid as a creative is, I think, Mike Montero at a Creative Mornings event. So a couple of those there if you haven't seen them.